Back in 2008, I was part of a pickup artist Lair, and let me tell you, it actually changed my life. I'm gonna tell you this story, but I'm also gonna be telling you how this story can actually help you be able to attract more women and have a dating life that you actually desire. So let's rewind all the way back to just before 2008, around 2007. I just moved to Los Angeles, and I only had about a couple friends when I moved there, so I really didn't have a lot of people that I knew. And in 2007, 2008, the only way to meet women was basically online, which sucked at the time because there were no apps, and it was just a lot of people who were not that interesting or attractive. And then you had just plain cold approach. Now, being a guy who had severe, and I really actually mean severe, approach anxiety, it was really impossible for me to date or really meet any women around this time. So I started to research dating advice, and I came across this pickup artist named Mihao, who is no longer in the scene, but he was very popular at the time in terms of dating advice. And so I would go on his forum and I would read the different posts that people would put there, and I saw this one guy. His name was JTR, and he would post these really intricate field reports, and they were written almost like he was a writer, which in a sense he was. So they were addicting to read and just hear about his struggles and his conquests and everything that he went through. And then as I dug deeper, I found out that this guy actually had what was called a pickup lair. Now, the term pickup lair sounds creepy, it sounds cringy, it sounds weird, and I was thinking the exact same thing back in the day. This is really strange. What is this lair? A lair is something where you have underground weird meetings and you have seances, or I don't know, do weird things with weird people. It turns out that pickup artist lairs, or at least this one that I found, actually was complete opposite. It was really just filled with a bunch of guys who were just like me, normal guys trying to connect with other men to figure out the whole dating game. It was almost like a support group, like you were going to some anonymous meeting for addiction, although that's not what this was. Just in terms of the support, you would go to the meeting, you would sit around, you would talk about some of your issues, but then you talk about how you wanted to fix them. So you would talk about your issues with approach anxiety, you talk about your issues with attraction, with flirting, with being able to get dates. And the guys I met in there were amazing guys, super smart guys. Funny enough, two of the guys that were there were guys that worked at this massive company that I was working at the time. So I ended up making some good friends, and they became my wingmen. We would go out anywhere from 4 to 6 nights a week. This is where I got my, let's say, bachelor's or master's degree in dating and women and understanding the opposite sex, because we were going full force in it. One of the guys became a good friend, we became roommates, and we ended up having just a blast together, going out and learning this skill. And we were doing this 100% sober. We weren't treating this in some, hey, we're trying to party and rage and do drugs and go nuts. Like, no, we were doing this with going to the bar and just drinking water because we really wanted to learn the skill and we wanted to get it down. The support system that I had through this time and this, PUA lair, I really give all of my credit to where I am today in terms of being able to understand how women work and how to attract women. That is where I learned everything. Now, where does this help you? Doing things alone can be really tough. And I know that sounds kind of funny because we're talking about dating, and dating does not have to do with meeting other men. You're trying to meet women. However, when you have people who are alongside of you, who are trying to learn something, who are holding you accountable, and then you're holding them accountable, and things that you learn, you can then teach them, and then they learn things and they teach you. So you're getting better because you're learning, and you're getting better because you're teaching. If you have this in your life, especially in the realm of dating, you are just going to get better faster. So then the question is, if you're interested in doing this, where do you actually find these wingmen? Where do you find other people that you can go out with? Because it depends where you live, and it depends on the kind of people that you want to be spending your time around. Well, one fast way is if you get my course called Hooked, you get into a private Facebook group where I have guys all over the world. It's about 2,200 guys in this Facebook group right now, and it's completely secret and private, and you can potentially meet an actual guy there where you can get together and you guys can go out. But if you're not going to get that and learn through the course and be able to meet guys that way, another way to do that is this. 1, talk to any of your current friends that are single and just ask them straight up, are they interested in learning how to get more dates, or have they been successful with it? If you have any friends that are not successful with it, just bring up to them the fact that you want to learn this, you want to get better, you want to be more proactive. Maybe you guys can go out together and you can talk to women and you can figure some of this stuff out. Next is a little bit more of a numbers game. If you don't have friends that are interested in it, then it's time to make some more friends. But how are you going to meet friends that are interested in getting better at dating? Well, you don't want to start there. I mean, you could, meetup.com used to have some options. Maybe you can find some meetup groups there. But what you can do is you can start to learn how to make friends, which the way you're going to do that is by doing activities that are interesting to you and then meeting guys that way. So you're meeting guys in a realm to make more friends in terms of doing things that you already are interested in. Maybe that's a sport, some sort of intramural league, any form of hobby or gaming, whatever it is, there's some sort of club or meetup out there that you can actually use to meet more guys. And then through there, have that conversation. Ask them if they're single. How is dating going? What's going on there? See who might be interested in actually holding each other accountable to go out together, to cold approach, to learn things, to actually put stuff into use to get real results. Of course, you can always take a little bit of a shortcut and see if there's anyone in your city. If you go to getherhooked.com, you can get my course and then get access to Tripp's Corner. And you can do that, but also still use the advice that I gave here today. Who is available to hang out with you and learn something and get better at it? And by the way, this is anything in life. This is with fitness and personal development. Having someone there, having an accountability partner to work alongside is gonna get you to where you wanna be 10x faster.